What's up, Coach?
What's going on, Carson? How are
Hey,
you?
Coach. Good. How are you?
Good, doing well. Thanks for joining.
Uh-huh.
How's life been since you got out of school?
Pretty boring.
Yeah,
We can't really do anything. I just kind of like go to, well, the gyms were closed, but when the gyms were closed, I would just work out at home and then go shoot outside, and that was basically my day.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Well, let's get this thing going, and I'm about to enjoy this talk. So,
Uh,
my my name's Tyler Milbert. I'm here with Carson Ledbetter, and this is Inside the Mind of an Athlete. All right, Carson. So, news just broke out from school that you are sophomore multi-athlete male player of the year.
yeah.
How does an accomplishment like that sound and feel to you?
It was pretty cool. My parents were proud of me for it. I thought it was cool.
For sure,
I was,
for
I
sure.
was, I didn't know I was gonna get. I didn't even know that they did that stuff until I got like an email saying like there's an award ceremony today, and then I
Yeah,
saw it.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely something cool because I think as seniors usually do stuff like that, and but I've never seen multi-sport, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Um, I saw that they did it throughout the whole all 4 years. So you got seniors, the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So
Yeah.
seeing that and knowing the kind of kid you are and the athlete you are, that's really cool to see that they, as a school system, also sees that athleticism in you. So
Yeah.
that's uh, that's special.
Hmm.
How does playing basketball, where it overlaps the volleyball tryouts, and then coming into volleyball, how's that change for you?
Like just like it's like well, it was like kind of hard because like if we lost that game against Campo, we wouldn't have been in the playoffs, and I would have been there for tryouts. But then we won that game, and then I missed the whole tryout,
Yeah,
and then it's kind of hard coming in at first because like the JV team was completely new kids. Like I didn't know
hmm,
like anyone, and
yeah,
like it took a minute to like get to like know everyone. But then like once you started to get like connections with everyone, it was easy to get back in rhythm.
yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
What do you think I guess a disadvantage and or advantage is where a lot of these kids play club ball, um,
Hmm.
and they aren't multi-sport per se, but you are multi-sport, so you don't get to play club. You would have to choose unless you're just 24/7 playing basketball and volleyball. You would have to
Yeah.
choose, I guess, the, which sport you want to play, but instead you choose to play both, which I'm
Hmm.
100% on board with. Your kid, have fun, enjoy the time you have in high school, and play as many sports as you can. But
Yeah.
how do you kind of see yourself coming into uh, a program like volleyball, which has a lot of kids that just mainly play club?
Um, I feel like an advantage would be like I feel like at the start of the season people like almost aren't as conditioned. And I feel like after you play like the basketball season, you go straight into volleyball, like you're conditioned. It takes everyone else time to catch up,
Yeah.
but you're like already like conditioned, ready to go. But then like I feel like a disadvantage is like I didn't really have time to practice volleyball ever with basketball.
Right.
And like I missed the whole tryout. So like I didn't really get like the coaches didn't really get to evaluate me or anything.
Yeah. Um, So having those two sports, obviously you love them both because obviously you play them both. What
Yeah.
uh what do you like about each individual sport?
Um, I kind of like well, like I like volleyball because like once it starts, like once the volley starts, like it goes for a while and like it keep you like you're always moving. You always have the like head on a swivel, always looking around. And I feel like the players and stuff like they get so excited and stuff, and like you get a point, like when they put the shirts over their head if you get a block, and like just like the excitement with
Right.
that. And then like basketball, I just like the fast play, like going up and down over and over.
For sure. For sure.
Hmm.
Now, as a sophomore, you got that starting position at Casteel on the basketball team.
Yeah, well, I was like six man. Like we ran like the rotations, like the five in,
Okay.
five out
How did that
rotations.
how did that feel kind of competing at the varsity level as such a young kid?
Um, it was like when we our first games ever, we played a tournament at Mesa High School, and like I've never been like so nervous playing a sport. Even my coaches were like, just relax. Like I would go in and like I would be like so nervous, like, oh, I
Right.
can't mess up once at all. And then
Yeah.
like I just feel like you're a lot more nervous coming in younger, knowing you're going up against older kids and stuff.
Right. For sure. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, just the physicality of it.
Oh
They've had
yeah.
2 3 years in you in the weight room, and
Hmm.
I mean, you got the height for sure. I don't know the biggest kids you played this year. I know me standing at 6'3", I had to play Caleb Tarzuski in high school, who ended up going to U of A, and
Hmm.
he was 6'10" at the time, and
Yeah.
that was wild. Being a I was a little undersized in that, but so how
Yeah.
do you think
Like
you? What's the biggest kid you faced this year, height wise?
uh
You had
when
some
we
bigger
played
kids than you.
Desert Vista, we played Oso, and he's 6'9", 6'10".
Okay.
He's going to Marquette next year.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very. How how did his talent for him going D1 compare to other guys that you played against?
Well, he dunked on me, and I'm on ball his life for it. So that was the bad, but like, yeah, like I can just tell, like when I would play, like when I would cover him, like I couldn't just cover him in the paint. Like he could shoot, he can drive, he was athletic, and then like we play
Yeah.
like South Mountain had a really big, tall kid who was real athletic, and then like just like and then like once you get like in the more like conference play, like when you play like Williamsfield, Higley, and stuff, like you can just tell like the competition wasn't the same.
Right. For sure.
Like I feel like you can just
Um.
tell that there's a big difference.
Yeah. How is training for basketball? Training slash conditioning. I guess they're the same thing. But what's the difference between basketball and volleyball?
Um, I feel like the coaches are almost harder on you in basketball. Like, I feel like the conditioning is like a lot harder in basketball, but I mean, like at the start of the season, I would just say the conditioning is a little bit harder, but then like I feel like the practice flows are like the same for their kind of sport.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I would just say the conditioning at the beginning is a little different.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned for volleyball, like guys like put their shirts on their head if they block or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, do you think the celebrations involve? I don't really want to say celebrations, but um, we'll say if someone dunked in a game,
Yeah.
or if someone had a crazy block or a spike or whatever, which bench goes crazier? Do you think a basketball bench or a volleyball
Volleyball.
bench?
Volleyball beats any sport I've ever seen in my entire life.
Uh,
Just Casteel's bench in general. Like some volleyball benches do nothing, but then like Casteel's bench is like I've never seen like such a team bond like on the bench.
right.
Like if something big happens, every single player like stands up and everybody's going crazy and like doing the coffin and falling down.
Yeah.
It's just
I,
everyone's into it.
yeah. What would you tell?
Hello, Dylan.
Uh, what would you tell? What would you tell fans of Casteel that come out to support the basketball team that haven't seen a boys volleyball game yet? What would you tell them um, to get them to come to the game?
Um, Honestly, like just how exciting it is. Like Casteel volleyball is like they they kill everybody. Like every game, like we really see them. Like they kick everyone's butt. Like they just pounding. Like it's so fun to like people are like, oh, volleyball's boring. I'm like, if you just come out and watch one volleyball game, like your whole mindset will like change. Because like just like I have
Right.
more fun like watching volleyball games than watching basketball games.
Yeah.
Just like the
Yeah.
energy is
Agreed.
higher in a volleyball game.
And there's just always something going on. There's never a dull
Hmm.
moment. You know.
Yeah.
Even if a kid's going on like a serving streak, you get 10 in a row.
Hmm.
Like that's still pretty impressive to watch. It's like because then as a fan, you're like, ooh, how many can he keep going? And um, this Dylan kid loves you.
I know he does. I'll do this.
um, but yeah, I told the guys I talked to so far, it was I really wish this season happened because I feel like
Hmm.
this season especially would have got a lot of people in the stands and kind of expressed what volleyball actually was a live sport rather than just people saying like, it's a girl sport. Like you
Yeah.
guys don't know what you're doing. And because the guys make a lot of boom and,
Yeah.
it's really enjoyable to watch. So it really was a bummer because I know the kids, you guys, and the coaching staff was very excited for this year
Yeah, this is
because,
ring season.
yeah. Um, Now I know because you played basketball, so coming into tryouts late. But that one time I saw you out and about
Oh, uh,
at
the sandwich place. What's it
yeah,
called?
Zupa's.
Zupas.
Yeah, when I saw you there, I was like, I knew you were big freshman year, and
Yeah.
then I remember just looking up and I'm like, what the heck? Like this kid just grew. So I literally texted the coaches ASAP, and I'm sure they see you at school all the time. So
Yeah.
they probably didn't I guess see it because if you're always around someone, you don't really notice stuff. But I'm like, I think Carson's like 6'9", and they're like, no, he's not that big. They said, but he grew a little bit, and so I'm
Yeah.
talking you up, and I said, hey, he's making that varsity squad this year, and they're like, we'll see. So
Yeah.
that's another bummer. Kind of, you're a sophomore, and like we
Yeah.
said, you don't play club because you're a two-sport athlete. So
Athlete.
this year kind of took away from you and your volleyball growth. So
Yeah.
how do you think you'll bounce back from that?
Um, I just really I feel like I didn't like me and my dad would always pepper like the week before tryouts happened, but I literally I think our last game was on Valentine's Day, which I think was a Friday, and then
Mm-hmm.
coach told me to come to practice Saturday morning. And I
Right.
didn't even pepper or anything, and I feel like I just need to if I practice a little more before, and we would go to the Gilbert Rec Center and they would have a net up and he would kind of just toss them so I could get my motion going again so I wasn't jumping too early or jumping too late. But I didn't get to
Yeah,
do that this time, and I just feel like the more practice you do before tryouts, the better you're going to be going into the season.
for sure. Um, I
Hmm.
know. I know with basketball. I mean, I know Coach Houston is out now. I'm not sure who the new coach is, but I'm sure
Yeah.
you have something in your contracts, your player contracts that probably doesn't allow you to play volleyball um, due
During the
to
season.
due to most likely ankle injuries. Um,
Hmm.
but if you're able to get out with Brody or something and just hit on the at the beach or something, the beach courts, and just kind of get that in the off season, I think that could uh, get you to that level, to that point. Even though you're still playing basketball, it would just be
Yeah.
literally just getting your footwork down. And I think
Hmm.
that, and again, it's all up to your coach, but I think that would kind of help elevate your game for your junior year. Because I know
Hmm.
losing 8 seniors this year, it's kind of just I don't even know how to describe it. It's not a good
It's a
thing.
lot of yeah, it's a lot of spots gone. That's
But
what
we
it's
got
basketball lost 10 of their 12 players were seniors last year.
right. Yeah, it's crazy. And when I was a junior, the senior class above me, we lost 9 ourselves. So um, it's definitely it's kind of fun though. You're like, hey, we were a bomb team last year, and we lost. People think just because we lost so many seniors, now we're nothing. And I think for Casteel volleyball, I think it'll be really enjoyable to watch and see how many kids step up uh, from if they were on the bench or just coming up from the JV level going to varsity.
Yeah,
So
I think I was talking to my dad about it. I was I feel like the JV team this year has I feel like it has a lot more talent than our JV team last year. I'll watch Adam hit in practice and I'm like, Jesus, he's a freshman.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's bouncing balls over and over.
yeah. We call Adam Mini Hiram. The coaches do, and then even Brock. I love Brock.
Brock, I love Brock too.
And that his dad is 6'8", and if he gets anywhere near him, I talked to his dad early in the season. I was like, you think there's any chance he gets to be your height? And he's like, well, I'm married. My wife's a little shorter than that. So he said,
Yeah.
we'll see whose genes he gets there. But the kid's a big kid, and for his size, he can jump and he can he's hitting a lot better than I could as a freshman. Like this freshman class we have in there, I feel like it's going to be something special for the years to come.
Yeah, those guys are legit.
But
Oh,
yeah,
Lance.
but who would you look up to? Because like Sean Baggs, I spoke with him the other day, and he said like Justin Hiram would kind of work with him to get him up to speed or just to help elevate his game in general. Who would you say, not from this year's team since they won't be here next year, but the next year? So when you're a junior and you got the seniors above you and even your classmates, who do you think would be kind of who you would look up to help get you up to par?
Kyler Evans probably. Like he would always tell me like when we would do hitting lines, he would come over and be like, "Don't practice just hitting straight down the middle. You're gonna get blocked." He's like, "Aim for the corners." He's like, "Aim for the back spots." And like he would like just like he kind of like showed me things that made me a little better.
Yeah.
Each week.
Yeah.
It's like he's kind of a guy that I would look at because like he's phenomenal at hitting the ball.
Yeah.
And like he's someone I kind of like look up to for volleyball.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So my advice is definitely get with Kyler as soon as possible. Pull your setters, and like I said, you're a two-sport athlete. I respect it. I love it. But then when it's time for volleyball, just start grinding. Get that trophy in basketball, and then come over to volleyball and start grinding because it's like you said. There's no sport like volleyball. It's just always something going on, and
Yeah.
If you were to choose, so me, I played all kinds of sports, but my favorite to actually play was volleyball.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose a game between basketball or volleyball, what do you think would be what would you choose to be your favorite?
I don't really. Well, because both basketball and volleyball, I started volleyball in 7th grade, and I didn't touch a basketball till 8th grade. But I don't know. That'd be a tough decision because I feel like because I like play club basketball, so like I don't know what the experience is like playing club volleyball. So like I feel like I would rather play basketball over volleyball
Right.
if I had to choose. But like I don't really know what like a club experience is like playing club volleyball. So I don't know if like that makes it fun because like
Right.
the club basketball season is like when you go to California and stuff in the tournaments and you're hanging out with the team. That's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Like I guess if I had to choose, I
the
would probably.
family bonding.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say the family bonding from just sports in general is something that I hope every kid gets to have because it's something special just to be like it's not just your team, like those guys are your brothers out there. So it's
Yeah.
especially when you get to do trips like to Vegas or to California or wherever you go, whatever part of the country you're on, just taking a trip with like 12 guys and just broing out is awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah. But if you want to know what club volleyball is like, it's literally if you took Casteel's team this year and just put them on both sides of the net.
Really?
It's just fire all around. It's definitely fun to watch. I finally got to go to a tournament earlier just before the season started, and I saw like Hiram, Justin, Kyler, Tate, Gabe, Marius, all those guys play, and it was just like it was sick because now I'm not watching them from the bench. I'm watching them as a fan, and it was just so much cooler because you're not worried about mistakes or whatever. You're just there to enjoy it. So, yeah, if I were to describe club volleyball, I would truthfully say it was Casteel's team this year, just on both sides of the net. It's fun.
Yeah.
But well, actually, I don't know if you know this. Actually, I don't think you do. But I'm talking to Devin Franks tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I saw that on like you had the people up there.
Oh yeah, okay. So so I got him tomorrow. How would you describe Devin Franks as a teammate, leader? Because I know he was a senior this year, and I also know he got Male Athlete of the Year.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like in practice, like he's like in practice we always ran plays through him. Like he would like huck up some random shot and like he would swish it from like the logo. And I'm like, he's just like a guy that like it's like how do you do it? And like he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Like he does it like with no
Right.
effort needed. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to talk to him tomorrow, and
Hmm.
I got some insight from Coach Houston. So um,
Yeah, he's
he sent me a big old message that I got to still read through, and that'll be on the show tomorrow, and I'm excited, and
yeah.
I know he's excited, and I know he finally got that that offer to you,
Offer
Mary.
that
So
you marry. Yeah.
yeah,
He deserved it. He was like I honestly think he was the most underrated point guard in the state.
yeah,
I mean, he
I
averaged
would.
almost, I think he averaged 26 a game or something.
And what's he saying? Like 5'10"?
Yeah, he's 5'10". He's still scoring on like the 6 foot 6'2" guards, just like with
Yeah,
ease.
yeah, yeah. I didn't get out to any games this year, but I got out
Hmm.
to a few last year. And I remember that kid just going into the paint, just a little loopy loop, and somehow
Yeah,
just
he would
makes it
go.
happen.
Yeah, he would go right at Jason Harris. He didn't even care.
Yeah, he would.
Like, man,
Yeah, he would literally just he'd disappear in the pile, and then the ball would
I
just go
know.
in. Like what the
Uh
heck?
huh.
So
He would do like just
yeah, so
easy up and unders.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited to talk to him tomorrow. But
Yeah.
what is your fondest memories thus far at Casteel for both sports, basketball and volleyball?
Oh, probably for basketball. I'm probably gonna have to say the Vegas trip. That's one I'm always gonna remember. This most recent Vegas trip we took, and then for volleyball, um, probably when we were on like that. I forgot who it was against, but we had like the win streak still. Like you're 32-0, and we were like trying to keep it in. Like we were down. I think we were down like 24-20, and you called a timeout, and you were like, you didn't even like care. You're just like, you guys suck. He's like, they are worse than you, but you guys suck right now. And then you came up with like this big speech, and everyone laughed, and like it was like such an important moment, and you still tried to make it like fun. And then we went out there and we won the set.
Right,
And then I mean, we lost the
for sure.
streak,
We
but
don't
we don't
lose.
talk about that one.
Yeah, no, that's okay because I have my I know what happened during that. I think as everyone knows what happened during that. So
Oh yeah, Higley brought up all their varsity kids or down. They'll play us.
yeah, I won't say anything, but uh, yeah, no, it was a fun. The streak was fun, but at the same time,
Hmm.
it was short. It was short lived, but it was fun, and it was fun seeing everyone kind of uh play like for me, like oh, don't lose it for coach, and it's like it's not for me, it's for you guys, 100%. But it was just
Yeah.
funny, like because obviously I got mad, and
Oh
everyone
yeah.
knows that. But I feel like that. But I was mad for a lot more reasons than just losing. It was
Yeah.
more personal, I think, but it was fun. But
Hmm.
what do you have to say to the seniors from Casteel volleyball this year since they ended up missing their season?
I'm gonna miss you guys. It was fun watching you guys destroy every player in the state, and just keep working, and big things will come. Just keep your heads up.
Sure. All right. And what do you got to say to your teammates next year for basketball, since you guys lost a handful of seniors, and
Hmm.
then after that, to your teammates for volleyball for next season?
For volleyball or for basketball, like probably just stick with the big gym motto that we have going, and like make sure you all off season you gotta like work every day. Like you can't take a day off. Like that's one thing I regret. Like my freshman year, like after the seasons were over, I like would take breaks. Like I wish I could go back and like those days I was like, I'm not gonna do anything today. I wish I could go back and say, yeah, I should have done something that day because I feel like if you work every day, you're gonna get what you want. And then for
Right.
volleyball, just ring season again. We gotta
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
should be ring season every season.
For sure. Keep that chip on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like I told Bags, Kyler, just the underclassmen that will be there next year, kind of play next year for the seniors that ended up losing their season this year. And
Mm-hmm.
I know we're losing a lot of talent, but we have a lot of talent as well
Coming in.
coming up. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm excited, man.
I do.
I thank you for joining
Thank you for
once
having me.
again.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
for sure. I hope you have a great rest of your summer. I know it's
You
off
too,
to a
coach.
bad start, but
Uh-huh.
we'll keep in touch, and I'll make it out to some games next year.
All right.
All right, man.
All
Once
right.
again, guys,
Thank you for having.
I'm Tyler Milbert. I'm here with Carson Ledbetter, sophomore multi-sport athlete of the year, and this is Inside the Mind of an Athlete. All right, later,
See you,
Carson.
coach. Thank you.